My name is Fiji Mastro, and I am the woman at the well, figuratively, but also quite literally. So, to understand this, we kind of have to go all the way back to my teenage years. That's where it all started. So, my family and I, we relocated to a small town where we knew absolutely no one. And, your teen years can be tough. So, I was automatically an outsider. Kids weren't the kindest. But that's okay. I began dating my very first boyfriend. He was very well liked, very well known, very popular. And unfortunately, he was very abusive mentally, emotionally, but also physically. We dated for a few years, and he ended up passing away in an automobile accident, at which point I became the villain because just before this accident, there were police reports filed, through which I had no control because I was a minor. But you know what? Even so, I shouldn't have to feel bad about that because I was the victim. This is the incident that going forward, my world changed. A hard season became quite impossible. As I said, he was very well known and very well loved, and it was his hometown. So I automatically became the villain of the story. From that point forward, I had this huge hole in my heart because the only thing I'd ever known as love was gone. And so I started filling this hole. I was very lonely. I was an outcast. I was an outsider. I started filling this hole with anything and everything to numb the pain. So I filled it with men, I filled it with drugs, I filled it with alcohol, and this kind of just continued on up into my 20s and late 20s. By the time I was 26, I had been married and divorced 3 times. And at 27, I met my now current husband. It wasn't good. It wasn't healthy. We both had our vices. So a year and a half ago, I decided I'd had enough. I told God, even though I didn't even know who he was, I just told him one day, I'm done. I'm walking out the door. You're not stopping me. I am through with this marriage. I'm leaving. Marriage number 4 is out the door. I'm done. And that's when he came in. That's when he saved me. He met me at my kitchen table one morning. So I got up early one morning and I had been gifted this Bible that was still in its packaging. God is so good to meet us where we're at, right? So I opened it. I was desperate. It opened right up to John 4. So for those of you who may not know, John 4 is the story of the woman at the well. Well, when I read it that morning, the story leapt off the page for me, and it was so relatable. Like, I related to this woman that from thousands of years ago. And here's the beautiful part. Jesus went out of his way to go find her. He went out of his way to come find me. He went out of his way to go, and he didn't go to the well for the water. This woman was an outsider. She was a misfit. She didn't get to go with all the other women. The other women went early in the mornings or late in the cool of the evenings to gather water. This woman, she had to go by herself in the middle of the day. And Jesus knew that. And he went out of his way to go through Samaria. He didn't have to do that to go meet this woman. Later that morning, I'm making my kids sandwiches, getting them ready for school. And I was very secular at the time. I had Pandora playing on shuffle in the background. There's no reason this should have happened. But God is so good. He is so faithful. He will meet us where we're at, and he will confirm he is speaking to us. The song, come on, it's called The Woman at the Well. I'm standing there making their sandwiches and stopped me in my tracks. The song, it talks about how he met her at the bottom of her bottle. And there was a wine bottle from the night before sitting there, an empty wine bottle sitting there staring me in the face. And I gave my life to Jesus. Right then, I just knew it was confirmation that he was talking to me, that I was the woman at the well, and he had come for me. And right there, this brokenhearted woman met the Savior of the world, right there in my kitchen. So that's not even the most beautiful part. He saved my marriage. He saved my husband. He saved my family. And then because he is so good, he used this little woman to go and tell everyone about him. And that's what I'm doing. I'm here to tell everyone about him. We have a beautiful women's group that the Lord has put in my hands and allowed me to be a part of. And I'm so humbled by the fact that he would use me like he did the woman at the well to go and share the good news with people. And so if that is you, maybe you're not the woman at the well. Maybe you're a Hagar, or maybe you're Naomi, or maybe you're a prodigal son. The point is that he loves you and he wants to save you wherever you're at. He wants to meet you where you are and to save you from yourself. I pray that this message blesses someone and that it touches your heart.